My name is Tiffany, and today I would like to lead you through chakra or chakra, however people like to pronounce it. I've heard both. Normally I'll say chakra, but the SH sound is just fine. Chakra meditation. And if you're not sure what that is, don't worry because that's why I'm here to help us. Those are energy centers in our bodies. And if they become blocked, we can feel stuck or stagnant. So it's really nice to re energize these energy centers within us. I'll ask you to visualize some things today. And don't worry if you're not a visual learner or, visualizations don't help you to tap into something. I'll also give you other ways to think about your chakras, but I did want to show you a little visual that I love so that when we put it all together at the end of our practice, you have something to keep in mind. Should look and feel a little something like this. So this is just a Google image that I love because we'll talk about these, but you'll see that the 7 main chakras that we'll talk about today are all associated with colors. And these are the areas within our bodies that they're found. So when we bring this all together at the end and I talk about envisioning your chakras being lit and energized, you'll know how that looks, kind of from the roots of your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head with specific colors for each energy channel. So I'm so glad you joined me today. Let's head on back to our meditation spot. And if you're already in your spot, you're staying at your desk today, that's fine. Get cozy as you can. For me, I like to be warm, so I'm going to turn the little space heater around. And I just like a cushion on the floor. I take it off the couch, and I've changed my trusty rug that I normally use to a very soft blanket. It feels even more nurturing this way. Whenever you've arrived, get super cozy. So that definitely will involve some movement. If you're staying in your work chair, as long as there's a back on it, I would like you to try to rub all the way up against the back of it. Scoot your buns and the back body right up into the back of the chair so it will assist you in sitting really tall today. If you're with me on the ground, we'll get tall with some breathing and stretches. Sun breaths to begin. Take fingertips down as low as you can. And then carve out a huge sun shape as you breathe up to the sky. Press your palms together, sip in a little extra at the top. And exhale fully, retracing the path of a beautiful, warm sunshine. Let's try 2 more like that. Any way that you like to breathe, any speed. I love a good open mouth exhalation, a good cleansing breath at the beginning of practice. Let's try 2 more, but we're going to add a little twist this time. Big sun breath in. Twist to the left. I'm going to switch sides. We normally start on the right side to stretch. This time I'm going to keep you on your toes. Twist to the left. Big exhale. Peek over your left shoulder. Bringing out your spine. Bringing a little energy into it. Rise again. Beautiful inhalation. Sun breath. Exhale. Twist to the right. And when you get that little twist by looking over your right shoulder, see if you can squeeze an extra little puff of exhale out. Coming back to the center, let your arms be loose. And let's just stick a foot out and give a little wave of our toes, a scrunch, a circle, a flex, and a point, moving into our ankles. This will just help us be a little comfier if we move for a moment before we sit. Stick out your other leg, press. Point, circle. I like to scrunch. I definitely want to give you guys a big wave. When that ankle feels warmer and well, let's bring it back in and do the same with our fingers. Give them a little scrunch, a little circle through the wrists. How about a flex and then a point? And then moving up to your shoulders, really soft shoulder circles. As you try these, are you able to smooth out the edges? Maybe that means we slow down and see if we can make them very circular, soft, with no edges. Switch directions. It's okay if this is too uncomfortable. You can stick with the same direction you started with. We want this to feel easy and beautiful to settle in. Last bit, my friends, soften your hands wherever you can feel heavy in your shoulders. Get really sunk into your supports. I like to give a little wiggle. And if there's any flesh stuck under your tail or sits bones, just gently move that aside so you can ground down. Let's take a couple shoulder rolls, and then we'll settle our shoulders back and down and start with our neck. So shoulders back, down. Think about your shoulder blades kissing in towards your spine. And then take your chin down towards your heart. As you do, lift from the back of your ears and the back of your ribs to stay long in your spine. If it feels good, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. A little half circle here. Spin back down through the center, a little half circle left ear, left shoulder. And if this feels too intense, you're welcome to look forward, drop to a side, back to the center, and drop to the side. But we're gonna breathe through 2 more neck movements of any kind that feel really lovely in your body. Last breath in and out as you circle, and then we'll come together with a little breath practice. Alrighty, come back to me, my friends. Maybe tucking your chin just a tad, feel the length through the back of your neck. Slip your eyes closed if that's comfy for you, or alternatively, you can look down the bridge of your nose right off the tip. Find something still and unmoving down low and focus on that. And close your eyes as much as you're comfortable, making little slits if you're not fully comfy, closing them completely. I would like whatever you're seeing to become blurry and unfocused. Let's try 3 breaths together, in through our nostrils and out through an open mouth. Big sigh to release stagnant energy. That feels good. Twice more like that. Breathe in. And again. As long as you can make this one. Continuing breath in through nose, but as we exhale this time, a soft purse of our lips like we're breathing through a straw upon exhalation. Twice more, inhalation through nose. Straw breath to exhale. Returning to any normal breathing that feels really soft and graceful, comfortable for you. Beginning today, my friends, with chakra meditation. Now, as we're breathing, my goal for you is to have 27 minutes together in our practice of conscious, mindful breaths. Believe it or not, we take approximately 20,000 breaths a day. I can't even imagine how many of those are conscious. I know that personally, I may only focus on my breath when I get frustrated and I remind myself to breathe. So maybe if I'm not meditating, 10 breaths are conscious. So the beautiful part of our meditating is how many breaths can we remain really mindfully soft and aware of during our practice. Long, slow, deep breath in. Notice how your body is moving in response. Our second goal will be to soften our bellies and feel as if we can inflate that area softly like a helium balloon. Easy exhalation. Using our breath practice to become intentional in our moving, how we go about our day, in our speaking, in our interacting. When feeling really fast-paced or chaotic, come back to your breath and see if you can slow down. As we practiced our shoulder circles earlier and smoothing out the edges, are you able to literally and physically move through life softly with a breath focus, intentional and mindful? Everywhere we go, every step we take, every sound we make, every interaction we experience. If we breathe mindfully, we're going to feel more intuitive, perhaps more creative, definitely more expansive. Our bodies will feel more spacious, open, and alive, more empowered, and more fulfilled. One of my favorite quotes by Lao Tzu, "Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself?" And as we practice our chakra focuses today, it is very common. You are normal and human. If you get lost and sidetracked, your mind says, hey, come here. We have 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day. That's a thought about every 1.2 seconds. So that quote by Lao Tzu reminds us that it's okay to have thoughts, but what we strive for is to have the patience to let the mud, the thoughts settle, and let the water clear. Take a big, beautiful breath in. Nourish your body with this inhalation. Feel renewed. And as you exhale, let go of doubts, hesitations, fears. Feel revitalized as you release. For our chakra practice today, chakra is a Sanskrit word, and it literally means wheel or cycle. So we think of our chakras as these spinning wheels. And in the context of spiritual disciplines such as yoga, chakras are considered to be these really powerful energy centers. They're not physically discernible, but they belong to our subtle spiritual body, and they connect us to our material body. So as I mentioned earlier, today we'll focus on the 7 main chakras that are situated along our spine, from your sacrum at the very bottom, all the way up to the very tip top, to the crown of your head. If we are able to keep our chakras in balance, hopefully, our hope that we're doing this practice is to maintain our mental and our physical well-being. So with a meditation like we will practice today, we can improve the balance of our chakras and will hopefully bring our health and our mental attitude into a more peaceful state. And if you leave with nothing else than some beautiful breaths today, then I am so happy and proud for you. Now, there are hundreds of different energy centers, different chakras in our body. They are large and small, but it's definitely most productive to focus on the 7 core chakras, the ones that we will mention today. Each of these chakras has a specific function that corresponds with a very specific aspect of our human nature, our human experience. So I think that these will resonate with you today. These are a super intimately connected system. So we will definitely meditate on all of our chakras and try to bring our entire system into balance. If you were a very regular practitioner of chakra meditations and you could attune yourself to one particular chakra quickly, you could probably just do this meditation for one area that you feel is being blocked. But for the sake of learning and experiencing and fulfilling our body's needs, we'll focus on all 7 today. I invite you to join me in visualizing each of your chakras as we practice. Don't worry, I'll teach you. And as you picture it, we're going to think about energy flowing in and through. Remember, it's like a spinning wheel, right? So we're going to picture our energy flowing all through that. The image that comes to my mind is like the Tasmanian devil from the cartoons when we were kids, just really spinning in a little ball here. We'll use color associations today, and let us try to give patient attention. Focus on each of our chakras until we can see, maybe even feel, a vibrant energy passing through it. So if it feels a little dull, a little stagnant, that's a sign it needs a little bit of an energy boost, and that's why we're here today. By the time we reach our crown chakra, our last chakra, we should hopefully have that very clear and colorful image that I showed you earlier of positive energy flowing all the way through our bodies. It's so exciting. I'm so happy we're going to do this together today. Well, let's begin with our root chakra. Our root chakra is found at the base of our spine. You can think about that right on the tip of your tailbone. And the color is red. Now, sometimes it's not something that we enjoy doing. Visualizations don't really resonate with us. That's okay. So I'm going to give you a sound, and you're all on mute, so feel free to say it out loud. If you say it out loud, you can feel the chakra. It's amazing. So our sound for the root chakra is lam, 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 lam. Isn't that cool? Okay, we're envisioning the red by our root chakra, or we're continuing to say the word lam. And this chakra governs our connection to the wider world. It takes care of our fundamental needs for food, for shelter, for stability. If we have blockages or stagnancy in our root chakra, it can cause a number of emotional and physical disturbances. Maybe something even like a digestive ailment. So we'll focus on breathing energy in, through, around, circling and swirling the root chakra. I like to picture a very red light just buzzing around that root chakra. And remember, you could continue to say lam if that helps you open and unlock your root chakra. Let's take 2 breaths to our root chakra. Moving up to our sacral chakra. The sacral chakra rests just below our navels. Its color is orange. And the word to help you literally feel this chakra is vam, or the sound associated with the chakra. So let's try that together. Vam. Feel that? Vam. Just below your navel, remember. Vam. This chakra, your sacral chakra, is intimately involved in the creative process. It governs your reproductive organs, but also your imagination. So if you're feeling balanced in your sacral chakra, you will feel really well equipped to cope with new experiences and exploring the world. Your sacral chakra is believed to be a source of personal agency and self-esteem. Sacral chakra, just below our navel, vam. Envision for 2 breaths that beautiful orange energy buzzing in that area, swirling, spinning. Moving up again to our solar plexus chakra. Now this chakra sits right between our ribs and our navel. It's okay if you want to rest your hand on that area. That may help you come a little bit more attuned to the chakra. Solar plexus chakra. Our color here is yellow, and our sound is ram. Ram. Between ribs and navel. Let's try that again. Ram. This chakra is within our stomach. So you might have guessed it's very important. It plays a fundamental role in our digestion, but it also has an important mental and spiritual role. Our solar plexus chakra is believed to be a source of personal agency and self-esteem because it translates our desires into actions. Translates desires into actions. That's a pretty powerful chakra. Solar plexus chakra between ribs and navel. The color is yellow. Our sound is ram. Let's take 2 breaths, pausing here. Visualizing as you breathe, energy flowing in and through this chakra. Moving up again to our heart chakra. This one's going to be a bit surprising to you because the color is green. Remember, our root chakra was red. So I always find it kind of interesting that the heart chakra is green. Our word here is yum. Love that because you get a good vibration right in your heart if you'd like to join me in repeating that sound. Yum. Y-A-M. Yum. And we all know this, but our heart is located in the center of our cardiovascular system. So on a physical level, it's very tied to the organs that are around it. Our heart chakra is associated with our emotional profile, which can consist of things such as our natural inclination to be generous, or our lack thereof, our ability to appreciate compassion and feel connected to others. If we have an imbalance or a dullness in our heart chakra, can be responsible for respiratory problems or things like high blood pressure. Mentally, if we're feeling open and balanced in our heart chakra, it allows us to form strong emotional connections with others. Let's breathe into and around our heart chakra. Yum is our sound. Green is our color. 2 breaths here. Give this chakra your patient attention. And you're welcome to linger in any spot. I hope that you'll be able to see or maybe even feel vibrant energy passing through your chakras when they feel clear, refocused, and energized. We're moving on to our throat chakra when you're ready. Join me here. The color for our throat chakra is blue, and our word is hum. That one makes a lot of sense. Did you do it? Hum. You can really feel the vibrations in and around your thyroid glands. Hum. So even if we're not feeling the visualizations, the colors as much, saying the sound, making these noises can help us clear and open our chakras. Hum. Our throat chakra governs communication, as you may have guessed, self-expression. If we have a blockage in our throat chakra, we can feel unable to express ourselves, afraid to use our voice to speak up for ourselves or others. We can feel isolated, and we can have a range of physical issues, from susceptibility to infections to hormonal imbalances. Our throat chakra, let's breathe into that area. The sound is hum, and our word is blue. Bringing that into balance with our next 2 breaths. In your time, we're moving up again to our third eye chakra. Just above the junction of your eyebrows here, just right above here, third eye chakra, about center of forehead. Our color is indigo. That's like that purplish blue, mix of the two, indigo color. And our sound is sham. This one for me, admittedly, is a little bit harder to feel, so I just envision the color for this one. Indigo, third eye chakra. This chakra is in charge of your insight, your intuition on both a spiritual level and an everyday level. If we keep our third eye chakra in balance, it will allow us to see how the world around us is all interconnected. And this will help us understand, feel comfortable with our place within the broader universe. Feeling connected with that around us. Third eye chakra, indigo in color. And if you did like that sound, it was sham. 2 breaths to focus here. And we've made it through our chakra system all the way to the very top. Our crown chakra, all the way at the tip top. Now, in some illustrations, or when you learn from some folks, you might hear that the color is purple. I prefer this one to see it as white. It just feels so good, right? To envision this amazing bright light radiating out from your crown. And sits right on the top of our head. And the word, you may be most familiar with this one if you've ever taken a yoga class. A lot of classes begin and or end with the sound is Om. And when we do that in yoga, it is a universal sound. Some people like to really stretch it out and feel the Om. You'll hear it sometimes with a couple of syllables. Aum. So whatever feels best to you. But if you do that, you'll feel these amazing vibrations, and it will definitely help you feel your crown chakra. So you could be envisioning this color as purple or white. Let's focus on that area for our breath. When our chakras are in balance, when we practice focusing on them, breathing into them, seeing, feeling the vibrations of their sounds, our energy will be healthy. Our crown chakra specifically serves as a power connection to the wider world. So we're maintaining a healthy crown chakra, which will hopefully lead us to a sense of peace, well-being, and confidence. Beautiful job envisioning and meditating on your chakras today. I hope one or all of them really resonated with you. And I'd like to remind you of one of my favorite quotes from Lao Tzu. You can answer yes to this now, my friends. Do you have the patience to wait till your mind settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving until the right action arises by itself? Closing our practice with palms to heart center. Feel your chakras lit up, energized. Take a little bow to your beautiful practice, eyes towards fingertips. And my friends, my light honors yours. When we breathe and meditate together, we are one. Namaste.